Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
My friends, my dear friends, when you look at a Leroy Colbert video, what you're seeing is the 3 number 1 home run hitters in all of the internet. 3 number 1 home run hitters in all of the internet. And that's Leroy Colbert. Leroy Colbert, the first man in the world to develop a 21-inch bicep, drug-free without steroids. Documented. It's not something that Leroy picked up. This is not something the entire bodybuilding industry embraced. What's so great about Leroy, I never would claim the best body in the world. Some of the most fantastic bodies in the world out there. But how many are number 1 in anything? Just have a great body. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, I was the first man in the world, first black man in the world that graced the cover of Joe Weider's Muscle magazine way before it was common to put black men on the cover of anything. I was on the cover of Muscle Power magazine. I'll never forget it. I was a young fella then. And I think I've just made maybe 20 or more. And that's number 2. Number 2, 1. Not 2, not 3, not 4, 1. There's nobody else in the internet, the entire internet, can claim that. Because I was number 1. Number 3. There's no one on the internet, my age, with my experience, that I'm giving to you from the heart, not out there trying to sell it. You know, that's a lot to sell. If I want to sell something, I can use my name to dominate a lot of things. I don't do it, not because of benevolence. It's because it's just not one of my driving points. I think I'm doing it now because I'm spending all my money and giving this information. But there's nobody has had the experience in bodybuilding that I've had that's able to project it to you, that's able to tell you what happened when I was 11, 12, and to the age I am now, because I experienced it. A lot of men, which I admire, in their 90s training, but a lot of them start late in life. They have no experience whatsoever on the earlier part of life or training because they weren't training. They never established anything. These are the 3 points that nobody on the entire internet could challenge. And I'm giving you this from the heart, and I'm telling you so you'd understand when I say number 1, number 2, number 3 first. Now, don't get me wrong, because I don't care where you get me wrong or not, because I know what I'm talking about. A lot of people say, oh, bodies, I've never claimed the best body in the world, not by a long shot. Some fantastic bodies, but what do you remember by? What have they done that you remember them? But I'll go down in history in bodybuilding, and they're just another bodybuilder. So this is the kind of things that I wanted to get across to you, to let you know when you put on a Leroy Colbert video, you're getting an experience that's unique in bodybuilding, or unique in the entire internet world. You're getting a man that stands alone as far as being number 1. And I'm still here giving you my heart. And you guys that, look, I know when I was young, I'm always fascinated when I see the young fellas, and I say to myself, I'm fascinated by them because I understand what goes through the mind when you're young like that. You know, I really am. I'm fascinated by it because you always want new. You all into gaining, to building. What's new? What's you excited? You're groping. But you know, when we grew up, we had to develop these things ourselves because we had nobody to refer to. And there's so many. You may see me getting all a little annoyed, but there's so many guys out there that are making 50 times more than I'm making that don't have the slightest damn idea what they're doing. Have no history in bodybuilding or anything that you could speak of, but they entertain. I never was an entertainer. I never had a problem talking, but I'm basically an entertainer. You know, in the sense that you say, "Oh, Leroy, yeah." You see, and now don't get me wrong, I'm not begrudging these guys, but I've getting to the point now. I'm saying to myself, I'm putting out, and I'm getting nothing back. You know, I'm spending my money sending things to guys that can't afford pictures and things, and I said to myself, "What are you, stupid?" You know, I'm not stupid. It's just me. I just love bodybuilding. It's part of my life. I did it when it was laughed at. People laughed at you. Bodybuilder, these guys are damn dope. He lifts weights. What a change. And I'm so happy that I'm able to live through this. But I want you to know, all of you guys, when you put on a Leroy Colbert video, you're putting on the past and the present. You're putting on history. You're putting on a man that nobody in the entire internet, I want you to remember that, can make those claims. Nobody. So when you click on a Leroy video, store it away. Because later on, it'd be more. Because I go down in history simply because there's no duplicate. See, when you have no duplicate, you go down in history. There's no duplicate for what I've done. And I'm proud of it. And I'm glad I'm the type of guy that's not a huckster, that's out there to hook every dime I can get. But sometimes, to be honest with you, let's face it, I say this to myself, you know, I'm making these videos, and I said, I should be out there making it. I just can't get up for it. And then, as I said before, I'm a one-man show. I didn't hire a bunch of people and try to make a big thing out of this because I was running my store for 50 years. But I just wanted to let you know, when you put on a Leroy Colbert video, you're putting on history, and you're putting on something that you can't find anywhere on the internet. Now you go to MrYorkieLover.com, and you'll see that I'm beginning with connection with Jason to put some of my best pictures, some of my pictures into conglomerates that you can purchase top of the line. Not something like you get over mimeographs. Seeing top of the line pictures. A lot of money was put into that. And I signed every one of them, my friends, by hand. My hand still hurts from signing. Personalized pictures from the number 3 man, number 1, number 2, number 3 in bodybuilding or internet history. I want you to know that. So when you put it on, don't think, well, you just got a guy with a big arm. It's a lot more than that guy with that big arm. And you know, as a lot of you guys have seen, I don't have any problem with speaking my word. So now you got the word, you got the number, you know who you're speaking to, and go to MrYorkieLover.com and make a donation to Leroy Colbert that's doing all he can for you, not for himself. Make a donation. Go to my website, LeroyColbert.com. Click that on. See my growing up with Arnold. Put it on, click on home. When you click on home, you get the whole conglomerate, and then you can click on the sections that you want to read or view at a time. So my friends, thank you for your attention, and to be continued.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.